The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
So for those of you listening very intently, you heard a sneak preview of Brad.
Yes, it's me. Ha ha. Ha. Ha ha. Ha. Hi!
Huh?
Exactly.
Oh,
Hey Jay, how the hell are you?
I'm doing okay. How the hell are you doing?
It's good. It is, what the hell's today's date?
Friday.
It is Friday, July 7th. Happy birthday, Sam. I know you're not watching this, but happy birthday anyways.
Happy birthday, Sammy.
Yep. Anyways, how the hell was your week, sir?
It's okay.
It's okay? That's okay?
Yeah, I went back to work this week, so it's okay.
Oh, how many days did you work this week?
2.
Oh.
It's killer.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, how long were you off?
3.5 weeks,
Oh my God.
right?
You-
Well, you were in Iceland for
Do you,
half
re-
of it,
do
so...
you even remember what to do?
Nope.
All right.
I really didn't. I was like, what do I do? How do I answer
Thank you for
the
calling. What's your sign?
phone? What are you wearing?
What are you wearing? No, damn it. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Jay answers phones for a living, so there you
I
go.
do answer phones for a living.
I
I work
As long
for...
as you didn't say, what's the nature of the medical emergency?
That was,
Oh, my God.
how come he's never done that?
Because I like my job. It pays my bills.
There you go.
But anyway.
Yeah,
no.
welcome back to the world of all the rest of us schlubs.
Schlub. That's no
schlub.
fair. You were half. You were
Yeah,
off
but
half the
only-
time I was off
only
too.
for like a week. It doesn't
Like a week and a half.
not a week and a day.
That still counts.
Anyway, well, did you do anything this past? I mean, well, clearly you only worked 2 days, which means of the previous week you had 5 days off. Did you do anything with that time? Did you do anything productive? Did you cure cancer? You know, shake some babies, kiss some hands? What? Yeah, don't think too much about it.
No, I did paint my stairway though.
Well, that's yeah, I'm like Eric Clapton in my head. It's like instant. It's just stairway to heaven. That should be a Weird Al version of it.
That should be.
I like tones of blue, maybe a different hue when I'm painting a stairway to heaven.
First off, it's not Clapton, it's Zeppelin.
Zeppelin, whatever. Zeppelin, Clapton. Oh, God damn it! All right.
Oxygen need brain.
Stroke, brain.
Rebooting.
Rebooting. Well, you painted a stairway. Did you do anything else? Did you play any new video games? Did you go anywhere? Did you have any new food? Did you meet anyone new? Did you meet anyone famous? Did you prank call your mom? Anything? I don't know.
Nope.
Really?
Nah.
You didn't even go to the casino?
I did go to the casino.
Well, that's something.
I did.
Yeah?
That's it. Had
What,
dinner.
did you drive there and you're like, well, there's the casino, and then you just turned right around and came home?
No, obviously not. I went into the casino, went to the Krispy Kreme, took a deep breath in, then I got in the car and left. But it smelled delicious.
Did you,
It was
wait,
worth the
all right,
trip.
so you did go to Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun?
Mohegan Sun.
Okay. They have a Krispy Kreme donut place there?
They do indeed.
Did you get donuts?
Nope.
What?
Nah.
Why not?
Well, every other time I go, I just didn't feel like donuts that night.
But you still went to the shop.
Oh, yeah. I still took a deep breath in.
That feels a little bit defeatist in purpose.
Nope, not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't even get a couple to go?
Smells terrific and less calories.
I guess.
Had dinner there.
Okay, what did you have?
I went to, oh, God. Bobby Flay's Bar Americana? It's not Akana.
It sounds horrible already.
It
And you know what? You know what people at home are going? That you know what's driving people at home nuts. All of this dead space right here. They're looking at this. They're like, there feels like there should be something here, but there's nothing.
That is in memory of Pat, who was tragically killed today while doing some Russian translation for Vladimir Putin at the G20.
Oh, okay, yeah, Pat's at the G20 translating Russian.
And he was killed.
Yeah, that's a shame. We'll be back next week.
He will.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to find the proper...
The name? Nah, no one really cares that much. I like Bobby Flay's Steakapalooza.
Ooh.
Let's call it that. Bobby Flay's Steakapalooza.
Okay.
Because honestly, when you're a TV chef of that fame, it's like Guy Fieri's donkey sauce sort of stuff. It's like no one takes your stuff seriously at that point.
Well, here's the thing.
What did you have?
Well, that's the interesting part, because the menu is put into appetizers, side orders, entrees, and steaks on the lower right corner.
Well,
so it's a menu.
Yeah,
so
but it's a
menu.
It is a menu.
Okay.
But it doesn't have a lot of variety.
So it's a menu.
Right.
Half the things I couldn't pronounce.
This isn't. Here's the thing. It's like America. When you go to like a restaurant, when you go to like a TGI Fridays or an Applebee's, they have every type of food imaginable.
Correct.
Which pretty much guarantees you that they do none of it well. Zero. If they've got like Korean tacos and spaghetti and meatballs on the same menu, they're not doing either of them well. I hate to spoil this for you. However, if you go to a restaurant and it's like a very limited menu, well, then you can generally anticipate that they're going to do that limited set very well. And that's the idea. It helps in a restaurant run more efficient and provide higher quality food.
Right.
When it comes to Taco Bell.
Well, Taco Bell is weird.
Taco Bell uses the same 5 ingredients for everything. It's just
That's
a matter of
true.
the order in which they put them in, and if they grill
They just
it
added
or
6 eggs. Ooh.
not real eggs, but eggs.
But eggs, yeah, it's just flags.
Flags.
That's what it's actually called.
Those are some sexy flags you've got there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Flaked eggs. I'm making all this up. So, all right, what did you have? Well, what did you order off the menu?
Well, every entree was over $35.
Well, you're at a casino at something called Bobby Flay.
Yeah, so you're paying for the name.
Yeah.
Wound up getting like a grilled type pizza appetizer. Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Not going to take anything away from it. And
Better than Little Mason.
not better, just equal, but in a different way.
Okay.
Because it's like a gourmet
How much?
appetizer
How
pizza.
large was it? How much was it? About. You ate a tablet.
I basically ate a tablet.
Okay.
Basically, round
And it
that off
cost
on
as much.
just about. Basically, round off the corners of this, and that was the size of that appetizer.
I'm gonna wait. Let me
pizza.
guess how much it was.
Oh, okay.
$14.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
For a small pizza.
Yeah.
An appetizer pizza.
Yeah. Pretty much. Okay. And then what did you order after that?
We only got a couple things because I was like, I'm not spending $40 for a piece of chicken.
So you got a couple side orders instead. I don't know who it is, and I'm not picking it up.
Screw 'em. Take this.
Okay.
Oh, there goes my graphic interface.
Oh, you said to take it.
I did. Now
Oh.
I regret those words.
All right, fine. You can have it back.
Yay.
Say, for example.
Take this cup, for example.
Jorge Hemplar.
Okay, what you said. I'd say cut it about halfway, like between the pooped and today.
Great.
Make it metal. Put some French fries in there, and that was $10.
What? Were they truffle garlic parmesan fries?
Nope, they were.
They're metal. You're paying for the hairspray.
That's right.
Yeah.
They were regular French fries that the waiters stated that they peel and cut themselves and do some sort of erotic Hawaiian dance around or something like that. I stopped paying attention after $10.
Well, in fancy restaurants, that's what they call lay bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's some sort of fancy little dipping sauce that they gave you in a little tiny... Yeah.
Was it like pink?
Yeah.
Was it basically like, shh, don't tell them it's mayo and ketchup mixed together?
It was probably some... No, it had a kick to it because I tried a little
And
bit.
chili powder.
That could very
Yeah.
well be. So, yeah. About,
Bam!
Yeah. $26 later, I'm like,
God.
yeah. So that's why I'm like,
Oh, no. Oh.
And I'm like, if the appetizers and beginners are that small, I don't want to see what the entree sizes are.
Yeah, not so much.
Should have just gone to the Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, should have just gone to the Chris. You know what? You know how many donuts you can get for $26? Like at
A
least
dozen.
26.
A dozen.
Yeah.
They are Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, that's. I mean, listen. If you want to go to a food coma, there's no better type of food coma than a diabetic coma, right, Doug?
Right.
Count it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Krispy Kreme.
So there you go. You do anything else down there? Did you gamble your life savings away?
No, not at all.
Did you go to the tables at all?
I did.
And
I won $100 within 3 hands.
did you? And then you walked away?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that answer, frankly.
Yeah.
All right.
So did
Got
that.
it back in $26 worth of fries.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, basically overall the
Sorry,
entire.
I'm leaning in with
you're-
interest.
Why don't you just move the chair a little closer?
I feel like I need to fill that dead space a little bit.
Here.
I know where we can get a giant M&M that we can paint up.
Yeah, perfect.
But yeah, I mean, after dinner and everything else, it was a break even. So
Uh-huh.
after all that, that's not so terrible.
Not so bad.
No, not so bad at all.
All right, cool.
So went down, did
And then
that.
you painted their hallway. Or
I did
stairway,
paint.
yep.
I painted the entire casino.
That's yeah, that sounds like a lot of work, but all right.
No, it was good actually.
Okay.
Besides that, that's it. What did you do? Have you done anything? I know you were back to work too.
Yeah,
After
yeah,
your great Icelandic adventure.
Back to work. I've been being good about going to the gym and working out and all of that.
Good on you.
Yeah, and I don't have to feel guilty about like taking wasting a whole bunch of money and taking, long showers because now it's gym hot water and it basically doesn't cost anything to me.
To you, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
It cost me nothing.
Cost me nothing. No, actually, I've spent much of my limited free time designing a portable ice cream maker I can bring camping. Okay, let me let you know a little thing. Is when I go on these hikes. So when I was in Iceland hiking in the middle of nowhere, and when I was in New Zealand hiking in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
I pride myself, like one of the things you always enjoy when you like sit down at the end of the day is whatever meal you have. And it's sort of a communal thing. You meet other people and all that other things. And everyone has like freaking rice and beans and boring. So I always try and do something so outlandish that you would never ever expect to see in that area.
Okay.
For the simple fact that it makes it's a conversation starter. It's like, here, have some, and they're sort of like for instance in Iceland I made chocolate raspberry cheesecake in the middle of a mountain hut on top of a glacier.
Because that's where I make my cheesecakes.
Clearly,
Obviously.
and it was great, and people were like, amazing, and that was good.
Yeah.
So I'm going hiking in Hawaii in December at the Kalalau Trail.
You are?
I am.
To hell. I go too?
No, Hawaii.
Can I go too?
Sure, why not?
Sweet.
You can go hiking if you want, but I have a feeling you're gonna like half a mile and you're like, bye guys, screw this.
What's that clicking sound? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I thought you normally bring knives.
Not today.
Yeah. So I figure if I am like way away from electricity and civilization and everything else, what's the most outlandish thing I can make in the middle of nowhere, Hawaii? Ice cream.
Oh. I was going to say an asteroid.
Nope, that's what I'm about to do in my pants.
Oh, good for you. Meg.
No, so ice cream. So I've been concocting and engineering a way to, off a small battery pack, create a kind of a small amount of ice cream. And I've been engineering how to do that. So there's these, I'm not sure if you've ever seen these things. They're like kind of like office gadgets. Have you seen like these single can like soda fridges?
Yeah.
That like plug in via USB?
Yeah, I've seen the ones that they've had for vehicles, so I'm sure
Sure,
USB is
so
something
stuff
very
like
close.
that. Yeah. Now, in a normal refrigerator, you normally use something called like a compressor. But in those little tiny, much lower voltage things, they use things called Peltier devices. You may have also seen these have also been used in, if you ever have a wood stove and you've seen those fans that are like self-powered that you put on top of a wood stove, they actually use a Peltier device as well. And they work off the principle that they're kind of like a really, really big transistor. It's about 4 centimeters squared. And if you have a temperature differential between the top and the bottom, it will generate a voltage. So, for instance, when you have like one of those fans you put on top of a wood stove, obviously the bottom's hot and it's got a radiator on top, so it's cooler, and it generates the voltage off of that to power a fan. Now, conversely, you can also push power through that, and it will act as a heat pipe to like transfer heat from one side to the other, which makes one side hot and the other side cold. So that's what I'm doing. Is I have this little 12-volt dealie, and I bought this CPU cooler, and I actually pretty much finished modifying it today to fit this pad. And the idea is I've kind of created like a CAD thing to screw the CPU cooler on and sandwich the Peltier device and have like a little paddle that sticks down to like a little mini ice cream bowl. To make a long story short, I've pretty much designed the world's smallest portable battery-powered ice cream maker.
Do we get
I was
this?
going to say, to make a long story short, it doesn't get through TSA.
Oh no, it'll get through TSA. It'll get through TSA.
When is it going to be ready to see if you can actually make some ice cream on the show?
I'm hoping by the end of August, because I have to send some stuff out to get milled out of aluminum.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. Well, it's just science. So
And it's putting that casino trip to shame, isn't it?
it really is.
It really is.
Really is. So I've been designing that, and I did my first. Actually, you can't see at home, but
You want to know what really impressed me?
What's
if you
that?
can make a Krispy Kreme donut while you're on the hike.
well,
Now that's outlandish.
I've already made donuts hiking. That's not anything.
Not a
new.
Krispy Kreme donut.
Crying out loud. Hold on.
See.
Wait. Oh, wait. Oh. So this is the part I've been designing.
No.
It's designed
The
to fit
hell?
in. You probably
Looks
can't
like a
see it.
blender.
Sort of. Well, it's designed to fit in a 3-inch PVC cap, and then that part sticks down into the liquid to help it chill, and then it uses this fan dealie here on top of it to help cool the device. And I actually did some initial tests of the pad, if I can find it. There it is, actually frosting up. Yeah, starting to actually frost up. I put a dime on there just to sort of, illustrate all that crap. Yeah, see, it's some frost forming there. So that was after a short test. I'm like, it's working! So I even had a thermal camera to see the heat dispersion and everything else.
So, Brad, how about that project? But I'm making ice cream.
Yeah, that's really how it goes, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much my week. Other than that, I moved some giant boulders with a tractor.
Aside from science, I moved a
Science.
boulder with a tractor.
That was interesting.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that was a big boulder. It probably weighed like a ton.
Like a literal ton or a
Like a
figurative?
literal ton. It's screw it, I'll show you later. No one really cares that much.
It's a boulder.
You know what people do care about is the fact that last week we totally stiff dug on a sports segment.
So you know what we're going to do this week?
Not stiff. We're gonna do a double whammy.
We're going to have a double non-dug
Double
stiffy.
dug. Everyone loves a double dug.
A double
That's
dug
what Sweetie said.
non-stiffy.
Uh,
We're going to do it now or are we going to do it later? What are we gonna
let's do the first dug now.
Okay.
And we'll do the second dug later.
So see you in 45 minutes.
See? Well, oh,
That's what she said.
am I in the wrong project, Rob?
No, but I am.
Oh,
God damn it, Rob.
well, we'll get to that in a second. Jay, do you have a tech news you can bide us some time with?
No, but I have something that happened to me right before the show that aggravated me.
Okay, go on.
So I was getting us some delicious Chinese food from an undisclosed place in Torrington.
You mean Moonstar?
Maybe.
Okay.
So while I walk in, and right behind me another guy walks in, reeks of alcohol, and he starts talking to the girl behind the counter. It's like, I want like a small one of those things of pork fried rice.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, it's like $2.
Right,
change,
or whatever.
it is. He's like, well, I don't have any money to pay for it. I'm like,
Well, this is a store, so...
right, and I'm like, and he looked a little disheveled, but not horrible. And I get that there are people out there that, just don't have
Sure.
a lot of money and all that stuff. I get that.
You're right.
So she's like, I'm sorry, the owner's not here. There's nothing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, blah, blah, sorry for being honest. And he storms out. And I'm like, well, yeah, you were honest that you didn't have money because if they made it for you and you just took it and ran, well,
That would be stealing.
then that's stealing and
Yeah.
you can't do that. So yes, you were very honest that you don't have money.
And that's awfully close to the police station.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
So he leaves, and then some woman starts talking to him outside, Then he comes back in, and I don't know if she gave him this money or what.
Right.
And he says, I have $20 now, but I don't want anything because you treated me like shit. And then walked out the door again. And then he looks at me, Denny. I haven't said a word. I'm just like tennis matching this thing the whole time. Yeah. He's like, I'm not being an asshole. I'm just being honest. Yeah.
Nope, I'm going asshole.
And he walked, and he just...
Based on that information,
well, then he walks out of the store.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, here's the thing. And here's a little bit of the story that I purposely left down till the end. I would have felt bad for him, and I would have even bought him the pork fried rice.
Right.
It's $2. It's not, a huge deal. It's not going to break the bank.
Right.
The part I left out on purpose was that he had a plastic bag in his hand.
Uh-huh.
Of which in it, which you could see clearly, were at least 3 bottles of alcohol. Like it looked like vodka, to be honest.
Sure.
But there were like 2 or 3 bags of vodka in there.
Or paint thinner or something.
No, it was definitely vodka because of the labeling.
Sure.
So I'm like, so you
paint
come in here.
Paint contains at least 50% grain alcohol.
Yeah, so even, I mean, there are cheap fucking vodkas,
Sure.
like $4 or $5 a bottle.
But it's at least double the price of a small pork fried rice.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'd feel bad for you, and like I get it.
Right.
I get it. There are people that don't have a lot of money and are scraping to make ends meet. I get it.
Right.
And I try to help those people without even a second thought. But when you walk into a restaurant with a bag full of bottles of alcohol and then say, I don't have money.
Demand food for free.
Yeah, it's like, I cannot feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
And I was just so aggravated by that, I forgot your crab rangoon.
Sad trombone.
Yeah, so blame that guy.
Thanks a lot, drunk asshole.
So that's why Brad's like, did you remember my crab rangoon? I'm like, no, but there's a story, but I'll tell you on the show and I'll explain.
Yep. Now I know.
Because now everybody knows.
Yep. G.I. Joe.
So if he had just like walked in, he had like some toiletries in there or something, I've been like, dude, get your pork fried rice, I'll take care of it.
Right.
But when you have bottles of alcohol in your shopping bag, I'm sorry, dude. I cannot.
Now.
No.
Hey, on a more upbeat thing, how about some sports with more sports?
Hooray.
Don't forget the sports with Doug. With sports and sports.
With Doug.
Some stuff happened in sports. This is philosophizing while smoking. Philosophizing while smoking. Heavy smoker. Rob came up with that. That's a good one. That's all Rob. Rob came up with that one. All right, well, NBA draft. Everybody lies in the draft. The Lakers totally aren't drafting Lonzo Ball. They don't want him. He's a disappointment. They totally don't want him. Lakers looking past Lonzo Ball. No way they draft him. Then they draft him. There's also a guy for the Rays that hit a home run on Mother's Day for his mom, then hit basically the identical home run on Father's Day for his dad. All that happened, but I didn't see any of it. Because I've been addicted for the last 2 weeks, I haven't seen any sports, to a live stream of rescue cats on YouTube. It's an outfit called Tiny Kittens HQ. They seem nice. I don't know them. For all I know, the cats run their errands for them and wash the cars. But they seem nice, though. It's an outfit called Tiny Kittens HQ. They have a live stream of rescue cats. And so for 2 weeks, I haven't seen any sports. This is not an analogy. This is actually the real sports report. So I was watching a mom and her 5 kittens for a couple of weeks. They were pretty cool. Now, for the combined populations of the U.S. and Canada and the rest of the world, out of all those people, around 400 to 800 at any given time were watching this live stream, an exclusive club. Not 1,000, 400 to 800. And then there were the unloved, unpopular kitties. They really are loved. They're very well taken care of. But we're saying they're the underdog kitties. There were 4 kittens without a mom, 2 tigers, and 2 orange kitties. Again, this actually is the sports report that nobody cared about and nobody watched. Well, the other one averaged, the mom and her 5 kittens averaged 400 to 800. This one was always under 400, sometimes as low as 100, 200, 300 people watching. Nobody cared about these roughnecks, which is too bad because Tazzy, McKay, Faye, Bongo, and Darwin were awesome. These roughneck kittens, 2 oranges, those are the chicks, and 2 tiger kitties, those were the dudes. They destroyed everything in their path. They loved cardboard. They tore it up until the cardboard was gone. They get a new tiny cat gem. Every new cat toy they got, they destroyed. They got a new tiny cat gem. They systematically took it apart, and then they turned on the wall-mounted video cameras. They're nice cats. They're not wilder. They're very nice, and they've been adopted. They're going to make awesome pets as long as somebody has awesome homeowners insurance, because these cats are cute, and they destroy everything in their path. By the way, best moment out of all these streams was the mom cat in the other more popular stream. The mom cat saw one of her kittens cleaning himself, so she hid behind a box and pounced on him. That, apparently, was the watch your freaking back lesson of the day from Mom in the more popular stream. By the way, these unloved underdog cats that we love so much but nobody else did, some new kittens were rescued. They were brought in. Boom! Over 1,000 people watching instantaneously. Boom! 1,300 people watching instantaneously. These cats never got out of their own way, which is too bad. That other stream with the new kittens, by the way, should be called These Cats Suck, because all they're doing is, you know, growing. Big deal. So anyway, that's what happened this week. I'm sure, as well as a lot of other stuff. And by the way, I apologize, because like with music, where a song is really important and it's awesome, unless you hate the song, it's the same thing. This is great, this is awesome, unless you don't like cats.
So the moral of the story is cats.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching the live stream now, aren't you?
I might be. But they're so cute. Look at them. They're sleeping right there. See, little cute cat sleeping. Cute. Cute.
Those cats suck.
Oh, they are adorable.
Oh, did you approve that message?
They are cute.
Okay.
Remember, have your pet spayed or neutered, and if you're going to adopt a new cat or dog, visit your local shelter.
Yeah, never buy an animal. That's what we're going to say. Never, ever buy an animal.
Pretty much.
Because
There's several shelters around Torrington, or at least 1 or 2.
We have the Animal Control Center, which,
Sure.
unfortunately, because it's so antiquated, but they're working on it, they can only take dogs. I mean, they can take cats if they're injured.
Right.
So they could have cats down there, but they definitely have dogs that are always looking for homes. And there's Little Guild of St. Francis up in Cornwall. Mm-hmm. Cornwall. So Little Guild does all cats up there.
Right.
So, yeah, there's definitely places that you can adopt and give a forever home to a kitty or a puppy.
Remember, summer's a great time to adopt a pet, as is any other time of year, really. But summer's a great time, because then, you know, you can get a cat, you can play with them outdoors, you can get a dog, you can go play fetch, puppy out there. You know, get them all, house trained to pee outdoors before they're reluctant to go outdoors when it's cold and shitty out. Yeah, there you go. I'm just making good excuses why you should adopt a pet. Do it!
You should always adopt.
Yep. Anyways, so that's fun. Hey, what do we got for tech news?
Nothing.
That's a line, you know it.
That is a lie.
Well, I got one.
Go for it.
But that I bet you don't have.
Probably.
You know the camera company Red?
I did see this story.
I mean, you didn't put it in there, did you?
No, because there are so many camera stories about cameras and cameras.
Cameras, don't forget the cameras. So the company Red.
Is that the holographic screen?
Yeah. So
go for it, because I was like, that's really cool. And I actually thought about putting it in, and I'm like, they don't have pictures, so I can actually see what they're talking about.
Right, because I released like one teaser image. So Red is a company that makes these really super high-end cameras for cinema. Mm-hmm.
Like IMAX level, or?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Well, I mean, IMAX is a different animal altogether, because they have their own cameras. But remember, adopt. But a lot of films that are filmed digitally are actually filmed on Red cameras. Hmm. So
yes, red like the color, but not like everything is red.
Right.
Red probably is an acronym for something, but
it's not.
Oh, okay, it's just red.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me.
So they're very popular in the cinema community. But what's interesting is they're like, we're making an Android cell phone. And it's going to have this like what they're saying is this holographic display, which basically means just a 3D display you don't need glasses for.
Which I'm okay with. I
is
really want to see a demo of it.
So it's a 5.7 inch, and I bet you it's going to have a really killer camera and all of that. But
I'd hope to God it has a killer camera, since that's what they're known for.
But here's the thing is, two things really. They're releasing 2 different versions. One's going to be in aluminum, and one's going to be in titanium.
Aluminium.
And it'll have be able to interface with some of the other equipment as a monitor and all that, but you guys don't care about that unless you shoot on red film, in which case you're probably not watching the show anyways. But the aluminum one is $1,200. The titanium one is $1,595. And they haven't announced specs other than the screen size, and they've already opened pre-orders.
I was going to say, like, the iPhone 700,000 with...
The most expensive iPhone that you can buy off contract...
is a 256 gig, right?
Yeah, it's 256 gig, it's $1,000.
Right.
Right.
So this has already blown past it.
Well, then you look at that and you're like, wow, it can interface as a monitor with my red camera, and it's made out of titanium, and it's going to have a really killer camera. It's a 3D screen. You're like, all right, you know? And then you're like, oh, wow, this isn't so outlandish. Damn it. And if I was, honestly, if I was still an Android nut, I would be seriously considering pre-ordering right now. But
yeah, but I'm not going to get a phone. It's like, ooh, it has a 3D holographic screen and a camera.
And it doesn't tell you any of the other specs.
Yeah, it's like you could have...
even it's just an assumption that it's going to have a good camera. You don't really know.
No, it's like it could have like 4 gigs of RAM and 4 gigs of storage.
And a 8-year-old processor or something.
Yeah,
you don't know. You just don't know.
You don't know, man.
You don't know, man.
Yeah. Sprint network.
Yeah.
And there's the killer.
No, it's got a quad band something or other. So, all right, well, that's the only tech news that I got, but I'm sure you have a bucket full list things.
If by bucket you mean like
2 stories.
a small children's bucket.
Yeah.
So, there's a couple short ones mixed in here with some decent ones, and the first one's very short.
That's what she said.
Have you had Hulu and wondered for the life of you why they are the only streaming service not to have HBO? I know I haven't, but in case you were...
I'm wondering, Jay. Please tell me.
Well, they do now.
Oh.
That's all. Wonder, yes, thank you, Rob. Wonder no more, because here we are. Hulu has finally caught up with everybody else under the sun, and they're now offering HBO for the same exact price as everyone else for $15 a month.
Oh, all right. Well, that sounds like more convenient anyways.
Well, when everyone else at the party is like, hey, I got the cool thing, and it's like, oh, me 2, me 3, me 4, and it's like, I don't have it yet.
Right. Wah, wah.
Ed Zachary. So Hulu caught up with all the kids at the party, and, well, there you have it. Now, moving on. Let's see if you know this trivia question.
I don't.
Okay.
I might, but I don't.
So Disney is releasing their very first 4K Blu-ray, or Ultra Blu-ray as they like to call it in the biz.
In the business?
What movie is it?
Ooh, this is good. I'm going to go with Moana.
Nope. And the thing is, the reason this is so relevant is because many, many other, I think everyone else has basically released movies on UHD.
Well, here's the thing: is like a lot of the time they, they'll pull like the movies aren't on sale forever because they like pull like Cinderella out of the vault like every like 15 years or something like that.
Right.
So it's not often. They're not just always out there. Is it one of their nature specials?
No. This is Disney, remember?
Well, yeah, no, they did a couple like nature specials like to the theater though.
Nope. Think more mainstream.
Those are pretty mainstream movies, yeah. Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars.
You're starting to get in the right realm.
Avengers.
In the right realm.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
There you go.
The Guardianer.
The regardening.
The regardening.
Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is going to be Disney's very first UHD 4K Blu-ray release, which is now going to hopefully open the door to other Marvel movies, Star Wars, as you mentioned in Ye Old Control Room, and much more. The release date will be August 22nd, so there are no rush to release this on UHD, but it's going to be DVD, Blu-ray, and UHD Blu-ray. Which I can't really understand. Does anybody really just own... even Rob has a Blu-ray player now.
Parents.
Yeah, I got a Blu-ray player now.
Yay!
Parents don't.
Parents.
Well, all right.
Always parents. Like, I had to have this conversation.
Remember, at this point, there's a lot of people your age that are parents. So you have to say people over the age of 55.
43, I'm going. Over the age of 43. I don't know why I chose that cutoff. It just felt right.
It was a good number.
Yeah. No, I mean, I had to have
Is it because I'm going to be 43 and I just got a Blu-ray player?
Well, you're under still.
You're under
No,
without
he's
going
42,
over.
but he will be. See, there you go. No, because I had to have the conversation with my mom, and she's like, "Why is this disc not working? Because this is a Blu-ray disc and that's a DVD player." So it's kind of, those conversations are happening.
It's like putting an audio cassette into an 8-track. Yes, they're both tape cassettes, but not the
Well,
same.
one won't fit into the other.
Or will it? You get a big enough
Depends
hammer.
on if you big enough hammer.
Big enough
press hard
hammer,
enough,
anything will fit in anything else. That's what she said.
Yes. All right, well, there you go. So, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, physical media is dead, so.
Yeah, but there's something to be said like, oh no, the internet's out because a tree just fell in the lines and, well, I can't watch shit because...
That'll never happen.
No, I can't watch shit because everything's on the cloud. So I'm going to sit here and stare at my TV that's turned off.
I don't know.
He who lives
what
in the
happens-
woods...
You know what happens when the power goes out? Extra nap time.
Oh, I thought it was constant masturbation.
That too. Well, the other.
I thought that'd be if you lost the internet. I mean, if you had the internet.
Well, either.
Take.
Here's the thing, though.
Never mind me. I didn't speak at all.
You don't. I'm not sure you want to walk down that road, Rob. Yeah. That fork in the road. Wrong fork.
That was
8-track.
this, and then...
Do. I don't even remember what I was going to talk about anymore.
But that's just a...
Blu-ray. Putting him into the wrong player.
Okay, but that's the thing.
Born in the woods.
Oh no, I remember what it was. Like even if
Porn in the woods made you remember? Okay.
Not that, but no. Even if the power goes out, at your house or something like that.
Yeah.
Everyone has one of these magical portable devices now.
Yes.
Where you can usually have a secondary source of internet. So the power goes out and people are like,
Unless it's like 2013 or 2011.
well, thankfully we don't have a time machine yet, so those.
The power goes out everywhere.
Ha!
And
Time
cell
machine
towers
problems.
aren't even working.
Yeah, but how much data does it take to download a movie off cellular?
And details.
But I'm not downloading an entire movie at that point.
4 gigs?
I'm just watching something on Netflix till the power comes back on.
5 days later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it got like a Belongs Led Zeppelin beard or something like that. Yeah, ZZ Top beard.
What? How long have you been here, Brad, without any power? 5 days.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I get that, having everything in the cloud is, like, awesome, and, yeah, you can purchase it digitally, and then you can download it to your device to watch, but there's usually, you can only have it downloaded for 14 days, so it's like, well, I got to have it ready, and, yeah, let's see the weather. There's some rain coming on Thursday.
Physical media, I'm still not down by the sickness.
Sad, man. Sad.
I'll watch old episodes of our show.
Sad, man.
He's sad, man.
Sad, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue.
Should we, though? Okay.
So Facebook evidently is getting into the whole TV thing.
All right.
And they're making their own original programs.
Well, everyone else is. Why not Facebook?
Yeah, so...
Tell me more about the original programming that they're going to create, Jay.
So they just gave the green light to 2 more shows. That's going to expand their original programming lineup, which evidently exists already, and I didn't know about it or just didn't care.
Yeah, no one...
If they're counting Facebook Live, they shouldn't.
Yeah, they shouldn't count Facebook Live.
So they're going to be joining a whole bunch of other reality series, as well as they canceled them.
reality. That's not real TV. That's why we haven't heard of it and no one cares.
Yeah. So Facebook's getting a reality competition series and an MTV comedy series that's since been canceled from MTV. So I'm not really sure what
Called?
that is. I don't know. They didn't
Oh.
name it. But I can't remember any comedy series.
Everyone liked The Head, Doug.
That's true. That's a good point.
Oh, maybe it's singled out. No.
That wasn't funny.
No, you're not getting it. No,
I got it.
you're not. No.
I got it.
Count it.
Nailed it.
Really? I don't even get it. That's what she said?
Nope.
Wait,
Not
wait,
giving
wait.
you the satisfaction.
Really? That's
No.
what she said.
All right, fine.
All right. Fine. Let's see how this game is played.
So there's one show called Returning the Favor. It's going to be hosted by... Come on, I opened the door. It's up to you to walk through it.
I tried.
That's true.
Slammed in my face.
Returning the favor, as hosted by...
Ashton Kutcher.
No. Someone I think is much cooler.
Chuck Woolery.
That would be awesome, but I think he's dead. He's not dead.
Chris, what's his nuts?
Chris Hardwick?
Yeah.
No. You get one more guess.
William Shatner.
No, he's like ready to die.
I know.
He's like in his 80s.
Wouldn't that be an amazing episode?
Returning the favor.
Who does Jay think is cooler?
Like, genuinely, I think he's like a cool, good person.
All right, we know it's a guy now.
Yeah.
Anyone?
One guess. So I don't want to spend the
What's
next hour
his
on
name? Who? No, the guy who's. It won't be Chris Pratt.
Wrong realm.
I got nothing.
Mike Rowe.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Well,
I respect
apparently
Mike
he's
Rowe.
still doing TV.
Yeah, I respect Mike Rowe very much.
Okay.
I really loved Dirty Jobs. I
Yep.
really did. He did that very well. Now he's doing this. And in this series, he's going to highlight people across the country who do very exceptional work in their communities. And just kind of pay him back and say thanks.
Cool.
So that's really cool. The next show has not been given a title yet. But it's going to... Doug, you can help me out with this one.
Yes.
But it's a reality series starring LeVar Ball and his family.
Oh, great.
Is that the guy who blew off his fingers?
No.
That's someone else?
No, that's a Giants
That's
defenseman.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
That's Jason Pierre-Paul.
Pierre-Paul, LeVar Ball, you know.
Pierre-Paul, not smart with fireworks. The balls, just terrible, terrible people.
LeVar, really?
So LeVar Ball is...
What are they known for?
Did you hear about the talk show? The talk show where the dad was on and he's like, the woman was asking him a question. He's like, no, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. I'm not answering. He blew her off. You hear about
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. No? Didn't hear about that?
No.
The $400 sneakers that is...
you have been in Iceland.
$500 sneakers?
Oh wait, is that the one where like someone was supposed to hire their older brother as like the agent or something like that?
I think so, yeah. I think
And then the older brother came out and tried to do like a little tell-all to basically say he violated a whole bunch of NCAA rules.
Oh, no, that's something different.
Oh, that's something different?
That's any day in college sports.
Oh, that's any day in college sports. Got it. Yeah.
All right, so LeVar...
And in that case, I have no clue about any of this. The name is just vaguely familiar. Go on.
The dad is allegedly a terrible, terrible person.
All right,
Okay.
so LeVar Ball is the father of Lonzo Ball, and Lonzo Ball is a basketball player with the LA Lakers.
Well, he has a very appropriate last name, at least.
Correct. And LeVar is also the father of soon-to-be UCLA players LiAngelo and LaMelo, so they have a La thing going
La la.
with
Well, it is
except for
La La
Lonzo.
Land.
That's very true. So yeah, Facebook has really been stepping up their thing for
Things and stuff.
original shows and I broke it. Oh, I fixed it. Let's see, and they help.
Have they really been stepping up their game? A whole lot of this sounds pretty awful.
Well, no, because they didn't have any original programming, and now they do. So they stepped up their game in getting original programming.
No, they have programming. None of this sounds original to me.
Well,
Or stepped up.
Yeah,
It just sounds like programming.
reality game shows don't count. You
Yeah.
guys have done a game show.
Yeah, we've done a game show. We barely count.
that's very true. So Facebook has hired the co-founder of College Humor, Ricky
We're just like
Van
Reddit
Veen.
for like local access TV. That's basically what we are.
That's very true.
That's it.
So Ricky Van Veen, co-founder of College Humor, was hired in 2016, and a former MTV executive by the name of Mina Lefebvre was hired earlier this year. And in May, they reported that Facebook could actually launch up to 24 original shows this summer, which
Wow,
I have
that
not
is-
seen a single one, and the summer is well underway.
It sounds like a shotgun shell filled with cow poop, but go on.
Sounds delicious.
Sure. What else we got for tech news?
Well, we're not done with that one yet, so...
Oh, good.
Evidently, Facebook is so desperate, they're actually offering up to $3 million per episode for television shows.
For quality content?
I wouldn't say quality content, but for content.
Oh, wait, they're paying that even for crappy? Why don't we just propose our show?
Yeah,
Let's start broadcasting this on Facebook Live. Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, God, I can't even get my new boss's name right now.
You've already been fired.
I've already been fired. He's sending the death squads after me now.
I know how to say Zuckerberg, so I should stay on the show. Episode premiere dates and times for the new shows have not yet been announced.
Well, so you're saying there's a chance, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, now you got it. You're rehired.
Yes.
Continuing forward, Assassin's Creed, which you may have heard is a game of the video type.
It is a video gamage.
It is indeed. It's actually getting an anime series.
Well, that feels actually long overdue. It feels like it should have gotten that before it ever got the movie treatment.
Yeah,
Right,
so,
Rob?
Sorry, we were talking about Mark Zuckerberg.
Sorry, what happened?
Were you talking about LeVar Burton?
Yes. Yeah, no, we honestly were. He did. He was. Yes.
All right.
Podcast.
He does?
Yeah,
He does.
reading
He-
Red Bull for adults.
Yeah, he reads
Oh,
books to you.
I've heard that. It's
Oh, it is what you think. Never mind.
yeah, it is. No, shit. What were we talking about?
LeVar Burton.
Facebook.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, no, Assassin's Creed. Like Rob, you're familiar with Assassin's Creed, right?
I know that it exists. It involves assassins.
Are you are you as surprised as I am that they?
And why the hell would assassins dress in a way where you can freaking see them in any crowd?
Because
they're confident.
because video game mechanics. But anyways,
They're
aren't you surprised that they didn't do an anime series or manga out of that before they did a movie? It really feels like it's tailor-made for that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll give you that.
I'm just saying, it feels like they went out of order with this. Usually they're like, wow, some video game stuff. We should really make a comic or some manga out of this, or some anime, because that same type of audience is going to eat that up. And once they eat that up, if there's enough appetite there, they're like, movie. But no, they just went straight movie, and I feel they went the wrong way for the simple fact that if they had done that and they had built the legacy beyond the video games and they built a deeper storyline, they could have actually built a deeper fan base and more connection to the movies instead of just a shitty one-off.
Think of how awesome I'm going to start low and then go high. A Zelda
Yep.
anime would be.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Or
They've definitely got
A
enough
Zelda
background.
anime would just be 150 pages of someone wandering around collecting apples for Grandpa.
And rupees.
And
pretty
rupees.
much Dragon Ball Z anyways.
Yeah.
But no, what I would love to see.
So it's Dragon Ball Z with stupid hats.
Fair. No, I would love to see them do something with Metroid.
Metroid could be a very interesting.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like, unless you're a real fan, you don't know really much of the backstory. You're like, oh, sweet, cool gun, shoot stuff. You know, you don't know much more than that. The end.
Yeah.
So much there, though.
There is so much there.
So Assassin's Creed's going to be an anime. It's coming less than a year after the film adaptation, which just came out within the last year.
And it didn't do great as far as I remember.
I don't think it did, no.
No.
The producer's going to be a party by the name of Adi Shankar.
Is that ringing a bell, Rob?
No, not really.
Well, that's not good.
He's going to be the producer, or she. I really don't know if it's male or female, to be honest. They're doing Netflix's Castlevania right now.
All right.
Oh, it's go-to guy, so it's a guy.
Well, you know, Assassin's Creed did do $240 million in the box office off a budget of 125. So that movie,
How much of that was international?
probably,
Is that worldwide?
I'm gonna guess like 50 million, and that was probably China.
Yeah.
That's my guess. But that was enough, even after you figure, you know, all the publicity and all the movie theaters cuts and all that. That was probably enough for them to make money. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah. So, Addy is saying that Ubisoft, who was the makers of Assassin's Creed, actually approached him to make an original story, quote-unquote, for Assassin's Creed. So that's what this is going to be, and that's about all we know about this so far as of this date and time.
Actually, here, this is interesting. Assassin's Creed domestically did 54.6 million.
Oh, God, so a third of their budget.
And foreign, it did 186.5 million.
Well, thank goodness for the worldwide
I
community.
don't know where that foreign breakdown. Oh wait, maybe I can tell.
Break it down.
I think it's one of those things that the movie came out like way after the popularity of Assassin's Creed crested.
It was popular.
Yeah, it was.
So to give you an
I
idea,
also got into it for a while.
actually, it's fairly evenly divided as far as
Continents?
yeah, like UK it made a little under 10 million. Wait. Yeah, it made a little under 10 million. Russia 16.8 million. Mexico 8 million, Italy 6 mil, Japan 4.8, Germany 10.5, France nearly 15, China 23.3 million.
Well, they do.
Brazil, 10 million. So it was actually, I mean,
Well, aside from-
China did half the box office receipts that the United States did. And it's interesting, they can actually only release 33 foreign films in China a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Unless it has a Chinese producer.
Oh.
Which is why, crap, what movie was it that was there?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I
No.
have no idea. Dora the Explorer.
Oh, Warcraft. They brought like one of the executive producers or producers on the movie was from China, so they were able to get around that 33 film limit.
Cool.
What happens is essentially like the Communist Party there will make the decisions of what films are allowed in. And I'm sure there's a lot of political wrangling there between them and money changing hands. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of shady shit going down.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, China's a huge film market.
Mostly. Sorry. Halo
What else you got?
Halo would be a good series.
It would be. I don't know. It feels,
there's been
it
graphic-
feels like that ship has sailed.
Yeah, there's been graphic novels. There's been graphic novels and all the rest.
They
There
missed
is
the peak. They missed the peak by far.
Oh yeah.
It's like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a movie, a Halo movie.
And then that got.
I don't know if it was
shit
an
canned.
indie film or
Well,
what.
there was some stuff, and none of it was any that good. But
Well, it wasn't terrible, but you had to give them credit for what they did.
do you?
It wasn't the Peter Jackson film we were promised.
That's true. Yeah, was not Peter Jackson.
Just like King Kong.
Just like King Kong.
Within 2 years. 2 years. Volvo's vehicles are going to be all electric or hybrid.
Yeah. So every Volvo vehicle will have an electric motor of some sort,
Yep.
and may still have a gas motor. That is a huge change for someone for a company that has pretty much jack and shit in their lineup for hybrids and doesn't have any electric cars right now.
Right.
For Volvo, they have, I believe they have their performance division, which is called Polestar.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to release 2 vehicles under the Polestar moniker, which is essentially like higher end stuff like that. And then the other 3 are just going to be your regular standard whatever is going to be released.
Sedans.
Yeah. So that's interesting, but of course it'll be Volvo, so it'll be super flargin expensive.
Yeah. So
And flargin, I believe, is a swear word from wherever those are made.
probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you said, Polestar is their high performance portion of the show, and they've rededicated its focus from performance to electric.
Right.
Let's see. They also said they're going to unveil a mild hybrid that runs
hybrid?
A hybrid, yes. That runs mostly on gas or diesel and using an electric motor to save energy via regenerative braking or coasting.
Regenerative baking.
Sounds and
It
smells
uses
delicious.
the heat off your brakes to make brownies.
That's right.
And they're calling it the Hammerhead Eagle Thrust.
Hammerhead Eagle Thrust, yes.
Yep. So they said by 2019, every vehicle will have an electric motor, either as an all-electric, plug-in hybrid, or hybrid.
It's going to be really interesting come later years when, like, Tesla has gone absolutely gangbusters establishing
I have that story. Don't say anything.
their supercharger. We'll get to that, but their supercharger network. They are the only company who has really heavily invested in electric charging stations. So, you'll see some dotted here or there at malls or whatever. I'm not talking Tesla like other ones, but in terms of actual like large distribution of electric chargers, the Tesla is the only one that's really made a name for itself out there in any sort of large scale. So you're going to figure in like 2 or 3 years when they've had a chance to expand even more, and then all these electric cars come on the market. I think that's going to be a really underappreciated, underestimated part of Tesla's, brand and their income stream that people won't have anticipated. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, very, very
Yeah.
much. So we're gonna get to Tesla in a minute. We need.
Do we want to do Doug?
Well, of course we want to do Doug, but hey Rob, is Dougie Part 2, the reduggening, ready?
Doug Part 2.
So we'll do one more story while you do that.
The reduggening.
So no rush.
Hurry.
Thanks, Dick. So Ticketmaster has
charge way too many fees for way too long.
That's very
down
true.
with Ticketmaster. Down with Ticketmaster. We're not doing that?
You're only about 30 years late on that.
Oh, okay. I said for far too long.
But you are one who doesn't like physical media, and this is going to be something that you're probably going to like because they are doing away with
You
paper.
no longer have to go to concerts. You can just watch them on your phone.
Yeah, you can just live stream it. No, they're actually doing away with paper tickets.
Boo.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to go boo on that one.
My,
Oh,
my
see-
copier paper will look great framed over my fireplace.
Yeah.
Your screen capture of your digital
Yes.
ticket will look
Well,
good.
I'm going to say boo for the simple reason as those are great pieces of souvenir memorabilia. For that reason alone, that's it. That's the only reason I have for that.
We're in agreement with Brad here, so don't be shaking your head towards us.
Oh, it's not that. It's just that physical media is dead, but not tickets for concerts.
Because those are not physical media.
Yeah.
You're holding it, aren't you? It's physical.
It's not media, though. It's a ticket.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
talking
in terms of
DVDs, CDs,
I'm not going to buy a
VHS.
$40 band T-shirt, but I will. If I'm really into that concert, I might like take a CD and frame it with that ticket or something like that.
Plus, I'm not printing up my own T-shirt.
Yeah.
I want the official ticket.
You can
Yeah.
3D print it.
Eh.
3D print your own ticket.
We're old.
Oh, dear.
So
Well,
even even though Brad says boo earns,
Boo Earns. I
Ticket-
said Boo Earns.
Ticketmaster is working with a data via audio company called Listener, LISNR. See what they did there?
To kill collages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The collage
That are implementing
Collage
a new.
industry's fighting back.
They're going to use.
Scrapbookers everywhere, unite!
Yes, exactly.
So, Pinterest.
Yeah.
So they're going to use ultrasonic audio.
Episode title: Scrapbookers unite.
Write it down. You know what? No, I'm just going to do it now. Because
What?
somebody's going to forget.
What?
The show title.
So the price of the ticket will remain the same, even though I'm not getting a ticket, and there will still be a handling fee.
Yeah, that annoys the
Yeah.
that annoys the heck out of me. Right down to movie theaters showing ads. that
Yeah.
Bring the price of the ticket down.
Yeah. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But no.
No, doesn't work that way.
No. Well, the thing of it is, it would be interesting to go into depth into this, but like a lot of the times, movie theaters, like the opening weekend and stuff like that, they get a percentage of box office receipts, but usually they don't start seeing that that percentage until several weeks into that run. Like that first week, they might only see like 1 or 2% of the box office receipts. Where they make all their money is off that's where you get the saying they make all their money off the concession and stuff like that. And why you see smaller theaters, like you see like the Gilson, or like a Pleasant Valley Drive-In, they'll show one that's fairly new release, and then they'll show one that might be a few weeks out, where they can actually take some of the box office receipts. So there's kind of like a drop-down percentage that sort of goes with depending on how long the movie's been out, in terms of how much they'll take for box office receipts at that point. So it's kind of interesting. So I agree with you, but they're also looking for that additional revenue stream on the front end. So that way they always make a certain amount off of how many people watching the ads and other bullshit. I agree, it's bullshit, but that's the way it goes.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, stupid Ticketmaster. Anything else with that?
I didn't even start it yet.
No.
You just went on your rant why
Fight the power!
Fight the power!
Seriously.
Yeah.
why physical tickets are just uber awesome or whatever.
Well, they're working with that listener company to ruin our scrapbooking.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I've seen your scrapbook collection. It
Sure
is
have.
phenomenal.
It is scrappy.
And show of hands of people that have a collection of concert ticket stubs.
Most of them are really old. I haven't been in concert in forever.
No, same here, but that's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never gone to a concert.
Boo!
Boo!
Never interested me.
Boo!
Boo.
If we had something to throw at you, we would.
And then there's that.
Don't believe the hype.
That's true. So, listener is going to be using ultrasonic audio to broadcast and transfer data from your smartphone to the venue.
What if I want to go to a concert but don't own a smartphone?
Then you're not
Wait,
getting
they're
in.
going to use ultrasonic sound to...
Yes.
Listen, if I wanted to go to a Hanson concert, I would buy a ticket to a Hanson concert.
That's true. But by doing this,
Don't you
Ticketmaster...
mean an electronic Sonic Pass?
Electronic Sonic. Love it. But this way, Ticketmaster can now know who's at the event, and they can reduce fraud by doing this. They're like, huh, you're here and you bought a ticket. You're good. You didn't. Get out.
That annoys me too.
Everything
What's
annoys
that?
you.
There goes StubHub.
No, well, no, just
Yeah.
people, like, I think, like, the whole paper thing, in a lot of cases, it is greener, don't use paper, but I think in a lot of cases, it's an excuse to go cheap.
Yeah.
And this sounds like, hey, no, it's secure, we can know who's where when, but it sounds like they're really just going cheap.
Really
They
like it
don't
cheap,
wanna-
and they're
they
trying
don't
to
wanna pay
eliminate the secondary market.
They don't want to pay for the paper, they don't want to pay for the envelopes, they're just going cheap.
Pretty
That's-
much.
That's exactly what they said. They're trying to control
that's
scalping
just
as
my
well.
opinion. I apologize, Jay, sorry.
Nope.
I'm used to it. So you're a dick. So they are trying to control scalping of unused tickets by doing
Sure.
this as well, obviously. They're using what they call smart tones, which is in the 18.7 to 19.5 kilohertz range. So that's up there.
So you buy a ticket, have it sent to a burner, sell the burner.
There you go.
Nailed it.
What the venues are going to do, they're going to place receivers all around the arena, which they can actually track where people are in order to send them customized message. Like
And then they're gonna set off those tones and annoy teenagers everywhere.
That's right. So they can send them messages like, "Hey, welcome, thanks for coming," or "Those aren't your seats. Drag your ass to where you're supposed to be."
Right.
And that's all the stuff.
Thank you, Ticketmaster, for ruining my life.
Yeah.
You're welcome. This whole program is going to roll out globally over the next 4 years. And this is going to be included with purchases of credit cards and NFC, which is near field communication. So when you use your Apple Pay or your Samsung Pay, you just go bloop, bloop, and that's near field communication.
Neat.
Let's see, and they're also saying it's not just ticket sellers that can use this, and it's not only the only ones who are going to use it, because Jaguar Land Rover actually uses it for their vehicles. So you download an app on your phone, and it's like, this is my vehicle profile. You get in the car recognizes which person you are, and it sets up all your customizations for your seat, your pedals, the heating,
Wow.
all
neat.
this stuff up to who you are with your cell phone. So that's kind of cool. So hey, how about that sweet slice of Doug?
Yeah. So now it's time for Doug with the Double Doug Sports Doug. Dougity Doug. Doug. Doug.
Doug, Doug,
Yeah.
Doug.
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 Doug. Doug.
Sports. Battle of the Network Stars is back, and it's, we'll get to that. This is Hoboken No Jokin' What?
You did the what too soon.
All right, Battle of the Network Stars was on ABC in the 70s and the 80s, and it was awesome.
Oh, it was completely awesome.
We've been
completely awesome.
ever since ESPN Classic started showing it again, we've wanted them to bring it back, and they brought it back.
Yay!
And it's got problems, but not for the reason you'd think. Actually, yes, for the reason you'd think. Mike Greenberg is hosting, but also
That's part of the
they
problem.
had the yellow blazers, just like the old days, the yellow ABC
that wasn't
blazers,
the problem.
to show that they're not taking it too seriously, and then
They took it too seriously.
they proceed to
That's
go
not my
out and take
camera.
it too
This one is.
seriously. But this show's got problems from top to bottom, right? The new one.
Yeah, from top to bottom. The events still seem to be the same with the obstacle course, and the inflatable canoe race in the pool, and the swimming, and the obstacle race, which was the best part, the obstacle race. So the events seem to be the same, but the problem is with the casting.
Yeah, the very idea of the series. By the way, it's back at Pepperdine University.
Woo, Pepperdine!
In
I
the
have no
Boo,
idea what that
Malibu.
team is.
Where
What's the mascot?
The Waves.
The
They're
Waves?
orange and blue, and they're the Waves.
Horrible, but they are
No,
on the coast,
it's
so
appropriate
it works.
though. Yeah, so that's back. Everything's back. But in the old days, they had Howard Cosell doing it, and they had actual network stars. People were
Actual network stars.
It was the actual stars of your favorite shows at the time. For
At
example.
the time that were on the network, like William Shatner. You shouldn't be surprised we're mentioning William Shatner from T.J. Hooker. That was on the air at the time they put him on Network Stars.
And in the 5 other takes we did of this was Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear, whose name we couldn't
Who was
remember.
married to Tommy Lee, is that it? Or was
Yeah,
that
at one
Heather?
point she was.
And then was it
Who
Heather,
was on?
Heather Morris?
Who was
the other
on?
one? Yeah. Oh,
T.J.
She was
Hooker.
on T.J. Hooker. Who was
But
the other
also
one?
Gabe Kaplan.
Right.
From
he's
Welcome Back,
He's
Kotter.
still with us. Heather Thomas.
Heather
was
she
another-
might have been on, but that would
was
have been.
another one you
She was
mentioned.
on. Half the cast of Chips had been on at some point.
So it was
So
actual.
half the cast of anything else you've ever seen in the 70s.
It was actually your favorite TV stars who were competing. But what they did now is
Take all your old famous TV stars and put them on competing.
basically the same people who are
Basically, yes.
who are competing now. So it's so for example, they have Team Child Stars against Team the
Sitcom stars,
like
let's
the-
go with.
like
I
the
think it was
facts-
the first episode.
the Facts of Life. They brought the Facts of Life people back.
At least some of those people were on the first time.
So this is the opposite this time of you guys are old, you want nostalgia. No, they went nostalgia and it sucks.
Yeah!
Because what they should have done is current stars of current shows competing against each other. So
Which would be awesome!
Christine Baranski, arm wrestling Bruce Wayne.
Woo!
Christine
well,
Baranski's
he's
awesome.
way too young, but the original pitch on that was Christine Baranski arm wrestling Conan, but we dropped TBS.
She's beautiful and she's awesome. And she would be in the recast. Well, why don't we get to that?
When we get
actually?
to the recast,
Yeah, so what we did.
cast it ourselves.
This is because we watched 91 seconds of the new one, and it's terrible. In addition to the whole premise of it is terrible. So we created teams like they should have had teams. By the way, why didn't they do it with current TV stars? We have no idea. Maybe the TV stars themselves say we already have too much to do. You can't afford us. We don't want to get hurt while doing this as possible. We actually
Insurance.
don't. We don't know the reason for that. But this is how we would have
This
cast
is below us.
it. That's also true.
This
All right.
is below us.
So no Alyssa Milano. People who are currently working.
All right, so who are we starting with?
All right, so we should start with Team C. Just like in the old days, they're divided off into networks, but if you haven't been paying attention over the last 30 years, we actually have more networks than we did before. However, USA Network is not a network. It doesn't have affiliates. It doesn't have affiliate stations all over the country. So these networks we have more than we did back in the 70s.
Yes, we have
Yes.
CBS,
Yep.
NBC, ABC, the
Yep.
original three, Fox, obviously, and we added the C-Dub.
All right, so here are the teams as they should have been done because this really, really sucks. I'm really sorry they brought this back. Anyway, first up is what, CBS?
Team CBS.
Okay.
The lineup for Team CBS, we're starting with Scott Kahn of Hawaii Five-0 fame.
Appeared in a football movie.
Kat Dennings of Two Broke Girls.
Who said, by the way, she said Hoboken, no joking. What? Nick and Miri's, what was it?
the
Infinite
that,
playlist?
yeah, something like
why
that.
not?
Then we got from Blue Bloods. No, not Tom Selleck with the
Yep.
mustache. Donnie Wahlberg. Followed by William Fichtner, who was in
Mom.
Mom. But I was going to say was in The Perfect Storm with Donnie's brother Mark.
Oh, that's right. That's a good point.
Then we got, whose name I can never pronounce, so I will just call her Blossom from The Big Bang Theory.
Mayim Bialik, who could have been in the first.
Could have
been.
been. I didn't check the dates.
In the
and
first
then
issue
who do we
we
got
had
following her?
Let's see. We have Kunal Nayar from Big Bang Theory. Is that right?
Close enough
He
for
plays
me.
Norm or Todd, Jeff. I forget his
I don't
character
watch
name.
Big
I've
Bang
never
Theory.
seen
I have
it.
no
Yep,
idea.
Sorry about that.
All right, then we got Christine Baranski
Yes!
from The Good Wife.
Please arm wrestle Luke Perry.
Then we have
You're beautiful.
Anna Faris, also from Mom,
So the two from Mom who are not Alice and Janney.
pretty much. And then rounding off, our team captain on CBS, Mark Harmon from NCIS, which
Who not only actually played real live scholarship football at UCLA, but
was on the original Battle of the Network Stars on several different networks. He was also the only one with athletic ability.
Team NBC.
Team NBC. Go for it.
All right, we have James Spader from The Blacklist. Alan Tudyk from Powerless.
Yeah.
Horatio Sands from Great News.
Yeah.
Nicole Richie from Great News.
Okay.
Jamie Alexander from Blind Spot. I don't know what that is. Ice-T and Law and Order. Ice-T from Law and Order SVU. J-Lo, that one. From Shades of Blue.
Didn't know she was on TV, did you?
The Matt Frewer.
Yes.
Yes, he appeared in
Hey,
Timeless.
hey,
Yeah,
hey.
the original Max Headroom. And from Veronica Mars, she's from Veronica Mars, but from The Good Place, the team captain for NBC, Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell.
This would have been awesome, actually.
You didn't want to point out that there were two people from Marvel properties in there?
No.
Okay, he didn't. I wanted to.
Next up,
Team ABC. Talk about Marvel properties. Talk about Disney.
also known as May 22nd, the team. We'll explain.
He will. And actually, there's another joke in here that, forget it, nerd time. Okay, starting off our team of ABC, Greg Clark from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Also
That's right,
known as Clark.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, Greg Clark is how he's known on his driver's license. His name is actually Clark Gregg.
Did I say it wrong? Okay.
Next up,
I can't pronounce her name. Ellen Pompeo?
from Grey's Anatomy.
From Grey's Anatomy.
Smoochy Doctors. Yes, it's still on. Pay attention.
Then we have Ed O'Neill from Modern Family. Followed by Doug.
Maggie Q, born on May 22nd from
It's his
Designated
birthday.
Survivor, which I keep calling Last Man Standing for some reason. It's a good show. Born on my birthday.
His birthday. Then we have, I can't pronounce her name either, Wendy McLedden Covey? Covey?
From the
Goldbergs.
Goldbergs.
From the Goldbergs. I'm bad at this. Followed by, also from the Goldbergs.
Rob can't pronounce. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
George Siegel. That one I can pronounce. From the Goldbergs.
I want to see George Siegel take out Matt Frewer.
Followed by, from Once Upon a Time, Jennifer Goodwin.
Spelled with a G because she was
Jennifer.
born on May 22nd. Also,
That's why she's on here?
Yeah, because she was also born on May 22nd.
Okay.
And?
Followed by, also on May 22nd, as I found out today, Molly Ephraim from Last Man Standing.
The cast member who's not Tim Allen. Plus, she's a quirky girl. Quirky girls are awesome. And she was born on May 22nd, Molly Ephraim.
And our team captain from Blackish, Lawrence Fishburne.
By the way, on the team, I wanted Natasha McElhone from Not Last Man Standing. What's it called again? Once Upon a Time. No, Designated Survivor. He didn't. To this day, we don't know
Because I
why.
wanted Lawrence Fishburne on the list.
That's sure why. All right,
If
moving
you
on.
wanted his May 22nds.
Team Fox.
Team Fox.
The crazy one, unless you actually watch the series. When
Also our second member of the Firefly cast on this list.
She's not the crazy one. Marina Baccarin from Gotham. Sean Pertwee from Gotham. But hey, guys, doesn't he play the butler, Alfred?
Yes, he does.
But he plays butler as originally imagined by who is it?
I wouldn't say originally
Jack
imagined,
Kirby
but
or
he's a badass.
Tolstoy. Yes, he fires guns. He knows
Badass.
martial arts. He's a badass. He is awesome. Caitlin Olsen. Not that one, the Olsen. She's the one from
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Except
from the
here,
Mick.
she is representing the new show, The Mick.
Zoe Deschanel, quirky girl. Quirky girls are awesome. That's the phrase, by the way, not being sexist. That's the phrase for it. The new girl, Zoe Deschanel. Damon Wayans from Lethal Weapon.
Actually, it's a better show than you would think. And then, rounding out our team, we stocked this one. Andy Samberg from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Terry Crews from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Also the second person on this whole list that played football. And Andre Brower from Brooklyn Nine-Nine as your team captain.
What would Fox have done if they hadn't okayed Brooklyn Nine-Nine? By the way,
They wouldn't have had a team.
You missed the one, the money shot from the Fox team. She's also a horse. She's
How did I miss that? Kristen Shaw.
from The Last Man on Earth. Google Kristen Shaw is a horse. You don't need safe mode. It's all right. Now on to
It'll drive you mad.
the last team is
Jay hates it. Last team is Team C-Dub.
Also
CW
known
for
as-
those of you playing at home.
also known as DC Comics, the channel.
Actually, yeah. Pretty much. Actually, pretty much every show on here except Jane the Virgin is based on a comic book. So, top of our list, we have Arrow himself, Stephen Amell from Arrow.
We think.
No, it is. I just know how I'm pronouncing that right. Then from Supergirl, even though I pronounced it correctly, made him look it up to make it pronounce it right, I forgot how to pronounce it.
Melissa Benoist, we think,
From Supergirl.
from Supergirl.
Then we have coming in from The Flash himself, Grant Gustin, followed by Jesse L. Martin, not of Law and Order fame, even though he is, but from The Flash,
Hey, aren't
where he
you that-
plays a cop.
Aren't you that guy from Rent? Keep
No,
going.
I'm that guy from The Flash. Then we have Team iZombie, Rose McIver, and Allie
Michalka, by the way,
Michalka,
they
okay.
performed. Anybody ever watched the Disney Channel? Allie and AJ, those two performing sisters that are a pop hit. Now they're two performing sisters. Allie Michalka's on iZombie. Her sister is on the Goldbergs. Her sister did not make Team ABC.
No, I guess not. All right, then we have the only non-comic book property from the C-Dub. I don't think it's a comic book, if I could be wrong. Jane the Virgin's Gina Rodriguez.
She's the star.
Also from a comic book, The Archie Show, which they're calling Riverdale. Camilla Mendez.
She was.
She's Veronica?
She's Veronica. I think she's Veronica in the show.
Not Veronica Mars. Betty and Veronica's Veronica.
So it's Archie, where they decide to take it really, really seriously, and apparently it worked.
You know, there's a band called the Veronicas where they just decided to name themselves the Veronicas. They actually were sued by the Archie people, even though they had nothing to do. Neither of them were named Veronica either. Anyway, and our team captain, also from Riverdale and Beverly Hills,
He's still alive.
Luke Perry. Luke Perry.
So there you go.
That's how we would have cast it.
Our description of it was absolutely no fun, and we totally did not sell this the right way, but this totally would have been the way to go.
And we also wasted a lot of time on this show.
Wasted time. Count it.
Oh, hold on. Hold my alignment. All right. There we go.
There we go.
Always align your high fives, kids.
I fully support those rosters.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the new one yet, but yeah, it feels like all right. So who is on those
Things.
things? Like, can you give me an example of like who's on there now?
They divided it up into basically genre teams.
Genre teams.
Like Team Sitcom, Team TV Kids, Team Lawyer,
Team Lawyer.
Team Heartthrob, and stuff like that. So, yeah, so things like, Corbin Bernstein.
Who?
Bernstein.
Exactly. Exactly.
Who?
You ever see Psych?
I don't think anyone else did either, but all right now.
Major League, the race one? Yeah, you ever see Major League?
The first one?
Yeah, well, he's in all three.
I saw Major League.
I don't remember which character he played. It doesn't matter. Point is, the blonde rich guy.
Oh, that
Still
guy?
don't remember him.
No,
Okay.
it's the guy. It's the guy who.
Eventually buys the team.
Well, Vaughn sleeps with his wife in the first one, and then he punches him out after they win the
All
whole
I
thing. at the
know
end.
is Charlie Sheen's in it. That's it. That's
Okay,
all I
good
got.
And Tom Sizemore.
I learned something new.
And Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes is on Battle of the Network Stars?
Wasn't in it. I can't remember. Wesley Snipes was, though.
Wesley Snipes is on Battle of the Network Stars.
No.
Oh,
No.
then I'm not
Corbin-
interested.
Corbin Bernstein, or whatever the hell this guy's name is.
Still don't know who that is.
He's on because he was on LA Law, which hasn't been on in like 25 years.
Well, that sounds boring.
But yeah, they got two of the women from Facts of Life.
Yay.
Exactly.
This
Do you
feels
remember,
like
do you remember the Love Boat?
sure, like the conceptually that it was a show. Yeah, I remember conceptually
Do you
that.
remember Vicky from the Love Boat?
Nope.
Well, she's on it as Vicky from the Love Boat.
I just happen to know that it was a show.
I think.
Are we talking the reboot or the old one?
The old one.
Oh my God,
They're alive?
they're alive?
Well, she was a kid.
Wasn't that show on in the
She was a
30s?
TV kid.
That's what we were saying for the whole episode.
Yeah. It just feels like whoever was in charge of kind of booking guests for that one kind of let it all just go to hell.
Oh, and on TV sitcom, you got Dave Coulier and Balky.
Bartokibus?
Yeah.
I was wondering what happened. I love Perfect Strangers. That was a great show.
Well, he's put on weight, can't run, and is dyeing his hair.
Well, that's awkward.
There's Bronson Pinchot for you.
But yeah, it's like that. It's basically people who really were popular.
What's
prior
Dave
to the year
Coulier doing
99.
nowadays?
Huh?
What's Dave Coulier? The only thing I know about Dave Coulier nowadays is that he still sometimes does stand-up comedy, and he has his pilot's license, so...
He does cameos on the new Fuller House.
Well, I haven't watched it past, like, the first couple episodes of that.
There you go.
There you go.
But he's there.
But
All
it's
right.
like that.
All right, well, that...
Nobody from any really current running shows.
No, like, at this point, I fully expect it to be, like, Super Dave is on there.
Now, that would make
I think he passed, didn't he? Didn't he die?
Doug thinks he's dead.
Is he dead?
I think so.
Doug's looking it up.
Are you sure he's not on there, then?
No, that'd be if his career was dead.
Oh, okay. All right, just checking on
But
that
it's
one.
like that.
All right.
People you don't know and barely remember.
Well, go and check it out on TV, then.
And then there's all that.
All right,
A few more stories. Let's plow through them, shall we?
Sure.
Do you remember the TEB? We talked about this a long time ago. Is the Transit Elevated Bus.
Oh, is that Chinese thing that's a huge scam?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
The whole thing is a scam.
Oh, it is.
Because Brad
That's
just
funny.
unknowingly spoiled the story.
Ah,
But
well,
yes, it
that
was...
seemed pretty obvious when it first came about. Yeah. Considering they had like an air conditioner. What's that?
Super Dave's not dead.
He's not dead?
Oh, good.
Super Dave's not dead.
All right.
High five.
Awesome.
Just in a coma.
Still not dead.
Still not dead. Yeah, no, well, you can tell it's like a freaking farce when they had like a home air conditioner sticking out one of the windows of the thing.
Well, you know.
You know.
But after the whole presentation, and we saw video of it when it first happened.
Sure.
Yeah, not much happened after August of last year, so...
Yeah, they got a lot in funding, and that was it.
Yeah, 72 investors have filed suit against the company, which they raised 9.1 billion won.
Which equates to how many dollars?
How much do you think it does in U.S.?
Wait,
You are the transition king.
$9.1 billion.
9.1 billion won.
$9.1 billion.
Oh, so you think it's a 1-to-1?
Well, didn't they tie the Chinese yuan to the dollar?
No.
No, they didn't. In that case, I'm guessing $156 million.
1.3 billion.
Yeah,
So it's like a 1-to-9 ratio.
got it surrounded.
Yeah. So, 72 investors have filed a lawsuit against the company. Also, the design firm Autech, which is still owed...
Oh, tech.
Yeah, which is still owed millions of dollars for its work on the bus, while the test track just lay dormant for months past the deadline in China. And then the city was like, yeah, your permit's kind of done. You need to get all this crap out of the road. And, well, nothing ever happened. It all just stayed there.
Bummer.
So the government and the cities just demolished everything, all the test track, because they're like, nope, we're done with this. And the big old test bus is just parked in a nearby parking garage somewhere.
Wow.
Just sitting there.
That's sad.
As you alluded to earlier, Tesla is finally presenting delivery of their first 30 electric vehicles of the Model 3 on the 28th of this month.
Yay!
So these electric vehicles are going to actually be out there and actually going to happen.
They're going to do like a delivery party, for the first 30, you said?
Delivery party for the first 30 on the 28th, and then the production is going to grow exponentially. So August they should see 100 cars out, and then September over 1,500.
And they're predicting by December, I think, around 20,000 a month, right?
Correct.
So that's nowhere near the kind of initial 200,000 by the 150 to 200,000 by the end of the year that Musk was originally planning in 2017. But,
but it's still putting out product finally.
That's,
so that's
respectable
good.
figures, and I think they said at some point in 2018 they're going to hit like
10,000 a week.
10,000 a week, yeah. So that they could potentially. Probably next year we'll see 100,000 to 200,000 cars made in 2018. They're like, I highly doubt they're going to go through their entire backlog in 2018. I bet you they won't be, like, people have pre-ordered now. Bet you they won't be delivered till 2019 at some point.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll just really ramp it up and just work harder to get more out. But we'll see.
Well, it's all going to depend on the battery factory and everything else, because that many cars takes a lot of batteries, and they just reported that they had a battery shortage this past first quarter or something like that too. So there you go.
Yeah. So I think they did have some issues with their first series, something with some issue with a seat and something else, a couple other issues. But
don't know.
I think they worked it out. But the Model 3 starts at $35,000, and
before any tax credits.
That's the base model.
Well, right now you have options of what color would you like the car and the wheels, and that is it. Yeah. Apparently later on there's supposed to be more options that are going to be available, but at least for the first initial run, for the first
would you like
while,
a steering wheel?
That's basically it. You get a steering wheel and a monitor, and that's it.
Yeah.
Later on they're going to have more options like battery packs and I'm sure whatever else, but for the initial ones that's it.
Right. So right now the starts at $35,000, has an average order price of around $42,000. So people are getting wheels.
Well, that's what they're estimating.
Right.
Because there are no options yet to crank it up to that price.
Right. But as far as I know, I believe there is still a government tax break for $7,500 for a full electric vehicle.
Yeah. Essentially what happens is it's up to the first 90,000, up to a certain amount by a manufacturer, and after that the tax breaks trail off. Yeah. So if you pre-order now, you're not going to get any of those tax breaks.
So the Model 3 is not going to have the ludicrous speed type of pickup
ludicrous speed! But still, it's an electric car. You're going to have sub 6, sub 5 second 0 to 60 time.
5.6.
Yeah, 5.6 0 to 60 time.
Yeah.
That's still faster than pretty much any car you're going to get for less than 50, 60 grand.
Yeah, but Tesla did say that they're going to come out with the quicker D version, which will have dual motors, which will pick up the pace a little bit.
And all-wheel drive for here in icy territory.
Mm-hmm. 2 more to go, and just enough time to get through them. If you were a Volvo self-driving car, what would be your one nemesis?
Hills.
Should I say what I know or just make a stupid guess?
Make a stupid guess to make the comedy flow.
Kangaroos!
That's the real answer.
Ah, fuck!
You messed it up.
Come on, kangaroos are stupid.
Well, they're so stupid they're screwing up Volvo self-driving cars too.
But how?
Because when you have
if you've ever watched Outback Truckers on Netflix, as I have been strangely addicted to,
that is very weird.
they are the truckers' nemesis because those damn roos that just run out in front of the truck. I don't even know what accent I'm doing.
I don't know either. But here's what happens. The kangaroo is here, and the car's like, look, there's a thing.
Oh, yeah, Australia. You get to go, you get rid of the accent.
We're running out of time.
Oh.
The kangaroo is here.
No.
The car's like, there's a kangaroo. But then the kangaroo jumps.
And then it makes it look further away.
And then the depth of field is like, oh no, the kangaroo's over there. And then it comes back down. It's like, no, it's here again. So the car's like, It's like, I don't know.
I don't know
what's happening.
Thud.
So yeah, believe it or not, kangaroos are really effing with the Volvo self-driving system.
Well, that sucks. What do they propose to solve it?
Not selling Australia.
Not selling Australia.
Or
and murder all the
fix
kangaroos.
it. Yes, that's right. And finally, there has been a super secret project at Google X,
super
or Alphabet X,
secret.
I don't know what they call it now.
Who cares?
But there was a...
There was a
story. It was known as Google X at the time, but now it's a standalone company called Dandelion.
Okay.
It's very pretty.
What does Dandelion stand for?
Dandelion.
Oh.
It's just a name. It's not an acronym.
Is this the company that's developing the AI that's going to create the singularity that's going to cause all the robot machine uprisings to happen?
No.
Oh, then what is it?
They are making geothermal heating and cooling systems more accessible and more affordable to the common person.
Boring!
You say that, but when it saves the environment and saves you money so you can go to Hawaii
Where's
more
my
often,
killer robots?
well, that's a different part of Google. Not
Also
this one.
possible episode title.
So if you don't know how a geothermal heating and cooling system works, basically what they do is they have a heat pump inside your house and pipes that are called the ground or earth loops. And what happens is that when
That's what Elon Musk is building.
That's true. When it's hot inside, your house will absorb the heat and dump it back into the earth. And when it's cold, it takes the heat from the earth and pumps it out and puts it into your house.
Well, isn't that fancy pants?
And it's actually very, very expensive to do that current day. It's like $30,000-$40,000, I think.
To put in a kind of geothermal heat
well,
pump. Yeah.
So they're looking to make this much more economical, much more affordable, much
cheaper,
more accessible. Yeah. So that's what they're trying to do. And actually, they're taking inquiries now.
Really?
Not pre-orders, but they are taking inquiries from interested homeowners. And they're starting in upstate New York.
Huh, so not far away.
So not far away at all.
If you want to get the hell out of Connecticut and move somewhere else, there you go.
There you go. But you can go to
Howe Caverns.
You can look up Dandelion or Google's geothermal stuff and put your zip code into the website. It'll tell you if your area is already covered.
Neato-rama.
That's all I've got, and we've only got about 2 minutes. So first thing we have to cover is happy birthday on Sunday, you hump.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Now, what the hell did you learn?
I learned that despite my best efforts to prod Google otherwise, that they will not be inventing the robot uprising that we have also waited for all these years.
But they might use Couchcation.
Yeah, they might use that.
They might. They haven't yet, but they might.
I also learned that drunk people distract Jay.
No, they just... Yeah, they distract.
They distract you, yeah. Nope, that's all I got. And I also learned that once in a while, Rob and Doug come up with really compelling arguments.
They really did.
Really do. Like, I really have no qualms about any of those lists that you created. And really, when you guys come up with ideas, usually we're arguing back and forth forever. But no, I'm fully on board with all of this.
Yeah. Make it so. Green light it.
Yeah. Get this done.
Why isn't it done yet?
Why isn't it done yet? Boo, move faster. Jay, what'd you learn?
Yeah, basically all the stuff you just said.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right, well, don't forget to visit our YouTube page,
yeah, let's do the horrible plugs.
/NSLSTV, Facebook.com/NSLSTV, Twitter.com/NSLSTV, or email us nslstv@gmail.com.
Don't go to our website because your computer will catch on fire.
Yep, it happens. Pat will hopefully be back next week after he's done translating for Shinzo Abe at the G20 summit in wherever the hell they are, Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, we have to resurrect him again.
That too, yeah. And
it's getting expensive.
It's getting really expensive. Like just to fly him back from Germany in a box is not so much.
Just put some food and water in there and he'll be fine.
Yeah, just a little gerbil cage, basically.
I could see Pat running on a little gerbil wheel.
That and just like the little giant water bottle. How do you get water out of this? And then he pushes a little ball like, oh, God. And then, yeah.
I can just see him playing with it. Ooh, this is cool.
And, I also learned that after we're done here, I'm going to be watching kittens on the internet until forever.
For hours on end.
Forever. Remember, have your pets spayed or neutered.
And always adopt, never buy.
Yes. Why would you buy children? You should always adopt children.
Oh, yeah.
Or have your own.
No.
No.
Best
Oh, we're
kind.
talking about pets.
Depends on your context.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Damn, was hoping for an out. Didn't work. I got 10 seconds? That's what she said.
No, that's what he said.
I'm just going to let that sit there. I feel good about that one.